Get full access to over 10,000 episodes with your paid subscription. MyOutdoorTV. Start your free trial today.
It's unlike anything you've ever experienced before. It's like going to Disneyland or Bass Pro Shop for the first time.
You're scared to death the first 10 minutes that score tracker is just going to be lighting up and you're behind the 8-ball before it even gets started.
The lows are lower and the highs are higher.
I want that cup. Everybody wants that cup.
Everything gets amplified.
There he is. Good. I lost my handle.
Oh, my God.
Yes! Look at that.
Did you see that?
General Tire's Major League Fishing. It's the Lucas Oil Challenge Cup from Mountain Home, Arkansas. Presented by B&W Trailer Hitches.
I can tell you right now, just from the history of the lake, there are going to be a lot of fish caught today.
This is that time of the year that we're getting to that summer that the morning bite actually counts.
With the water high, they won't really get out deep like they normally will.
I don't think many of them will have moved out deep because the water has probably been this high all spring. High water, clear water.
I tell you right now, I don't like the color of that water.
So if there's any current, you know, they want to be out on points.
FYI, the water's really clear.
It's game time here on Bull Shoals.
Welcome to General Tire's Major League Fishing. 30 anglers have assembled in Mountain Home, Arkansas to compete for the title of Challenge Cup champion. Today, 10 will face off in Elimination Round 1, but only 6 will move on to the sudden death rounds, putting them one step closer to the Challenge Cup championship. Let's meet today's 10 anglers.
Coming in is the third-ranked angler, Jeff Sprague. Right behind him in 4th place, Brent Ayler. Next up in 9th place, Randall Tharp. Close behind at 10th, Gerald Sporer. Holding on to 15th place, Jonathan Van Dam. At number 16, Jason Christie. At the 21st place spot, Wesley Strader. Next in line at 22nd, David Walker. He holds a 27th place ranking, Matt Lee. And rounding out the field in 28th, Michael Neal.
With no practice and no information, the anglers had no idea where they would be fishing until they pulled up to the ramp this morning. For more on that, let's go out to Marty Stone for today's Lake Breakdown.
What the anglers are going to find this morning on Bull Shoals during their ride through with their 18-foot Nitro Z18 is a lake that's way above full pool. Bull Shoals is 25 foot high, but this lake's built for it. It's one of 4 lakes in the White River, and it's the bottom lake, and it's built to hold flood capacities, but we're testing it to its limits. The key with all these Ozark lakes, though, is normally 2 things. One, it's the rock formations, whether it's a bluff wall, chunk rock, the pea gravel, or the backs of the creeks. The thing that's going to hinder these anglers today on the walls is the fact they can't see these rock formations, so they're going to have to use their electronics. But normally on vertical walls, the fish are going to move up and down, so they're going to be affected the least with this high water. Now the creeks. When anglers are breaking down the creeks on Bull Shoals, they're going to look at 3 today: Buck Creek, Little Buck Creek, and Big Creek. And the key with these creeks is being able to figure out what kind of horizontal cover these fish are going to be on. There's a lot of newly flooded brush, and it never fails. It's either going to be the dead brush or the ones that's got green leaves. The same thing with the trees. There's been a lot of water on these lakes over the years, and a lot of the brush that's been flooded has now died off because they can't handle the water. It's going to spread these fish out, and they're going to push further back than normal. But the key today is for these anglers to figure out a small area that's got a concentration of fish. They're going to have to cover a lot of water and cover it quickly if they want to do well in today's elimination round.
I'm fixing to put this little mercury to the test, so we're going to get out here and see how much of this we can see in 20 minutes.
We're going to see where the shade is, see what the banks look like, see if we can do a little graphing, and go from there.
Coming for you, boys.
Looking out here deep, just thinking that's where I'm assuming that's where a lot of fish are gonna be.
Really just trying to get a feel, see if there's any timber in this lake, see where the bait's trying to congregate at, maybe look and see if there's a little bit of a shad spawn going on still in some of this shade.
Lake's so high, you got bushes and stuff that are down here deeper. That's gonna make it kind of tough to fish. I ain't seen no timber, don't see no bait. Not much bait here anyway. That don't mean nothing. They got all them green bushes to get in. They could be like, haha.
First thing this morning, I'll probably end up going and running top water.
Pretty tough for a topwater bite with all this stuff on the surface like this.
Decided to come here. It's more of a, what I would consider to be probably a largemouthy type place. It's one of the bigger creeks in the zone we've got, so I'm gonna start on this bank that's shaded and just try and cover a little bit of ground first thing this morning with the topwater, and then probably move out a little deeper up in the day, but we're gonna start in here.
I've been seeing a lot of bait, like 10 foot on these points, 10 foot deep on these points on the Lawrence. So, seems like all life starts at 10 foot right now, so we're gonna go from there.
Not what I'd really planned on doing to start, but it was almost like there's only like 6 docks in this whole creek. Thought it'd be worth a try.
I don't know what to expect here.
Got a feeling this is not gonna be like I think it was gonna be.
With the anglers having no idea where they will be fishing, they must pack for every situation. Randall Tharp shows us how he prepared for the unknown in today's General Tire Anywhere is Possible.
I have no idea where they're taking us tomorrow. Anywhere is possible. So I tried to choose lures that give me a lot of options and also lures that I have a lot of confidence in. So I've got 4 rods that I plan on utilizing tomorrow. You know, the first is top water. I never go fishing without it. There's sometimes the top water just can't be beat. It works just about anywhere I go in the country. We get some good, clear water, you know, kind of calm conditions. This is a bait that's hard to beat. Second is a medium diving crankbait. This is a Rapala DT6. It's probably my favorite crankbait all time. But again, it works in a variety of conditions. I mean, if the fish are 2 foot, I can catch them with this. If they're 8 foot, I can catch them with this. The next is probably my favorite. I've got a little bit bigger line, but you can see that's a 5/8 ounce jig with a big salty chunk on it, and it just flat out gets it done for me anywhere in the country. And my 4th choice for tomorrow is a small swim bait. This bait I can fish 2 foot deep. I can throw it on schoolers, or I can drag this thing on the bottom in 25 foot. So that's my advice. Always try to fish your strengths. Pick the way you want to catch a bass. There's no right or wrong way. And maybe you'll catch more bass the next time you go fishing.
General Tire's Major League Fishing is brought to you by General Tire. Anywhere is possible. Wiley X Eyewear. Go confidently. Yeti, built for the wild. Sonic, this is how you Sonic. Mossy Oak, hunt, fish, repeat. And by Kubota, together we do more.
2.5 hours of gut punches and intensity. That's what I feel like every day when they say line's in.
It's Elimination Round 1 of the General Tire's Major League Fishing. Today's 10 anglers are ready to compete in the Lucas Oil Challenge Cup, presented by B&W Trailer Hitches here on Bull Shoals Lake. Only the top 6 anglers will advance to sudden death and move 1 step closer to the championship round. Major League Fishing's Elimination Round 1 begins now.
Right on time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Line's in. Started elimination day 1, period 1.
Oh, a great cast to start with.
First cast. First cup event.
It's been so long since I fished the bank, I don't know that I remember how to.
One good thing about fishing the bank is always quite a few fish, you know, there's still fish on the bank, no matter, especially with this water being as high as it is. So this is just like a little gamble here first thing this morning.
Nothing better than starting your day off chasing suspended offshore fish.
There's a bunch of fish right there. Come on.
There's so much cover on the bank, it's crazy. 12 feet of water and it's solid grass and trees underneath the boat.
Has nobody caught a fish?
There's no angler on the score tracker as of right now.
Gonna be one of them kind of days.
Well, that's good and bad all at the same time.
While Matt Lee gets the first bass of the day to the scale, let's go over today's scoring rules. A scoreable bass must weigh at least 1 pound. The top 6 anglers at the end of period 3 will advance. The bottom 4 will be eliminated.
Largemouth.
1 pound, 8 ounces.
Yes, MLF Cup number 1. Number 1 bass. One of many.
We just got a score tracker update.
I just had to open my mouth, didn't I?
Matt Lee is the first angler on Score Tracker. He has caught 1 fish, 1 pound, 8 ounces.
Randall Tharp, second angler on Score Tracker.
1 pound, 5 ounces.
Even with the high water, he was out a little bit deeper. I like it, though. That tells you they ain't just clobbering on the bank, because them boys are burning down that bank right now, let me tell you. It won't be long for those sharks catch up.
£1 pound, 9 ounces.
1.9. All right. All right.
Randall, that'd be a fish landing violation.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna get me.
Randall's in penalty.
Uh-oh. Fish landing violation.
13 ounces, non-scoreable bass.
Those little ones get me every time.
Dude, I just think what it is, the water's so clear, it's hard to... I think it's affecting me more than it is the fish.
Every lake provides unique challenges, and Bull Shoals is no exception. Recent weather in the area has dealt a wild card in today's round. Marty Stone breaks it down in today's Wiley X Eyewear, more than meets the eye.
When anglers are faced with flooded conditions like they are here, the norm is to go to the bank. And if you've got stained water, that's always the right answer. But this water is so clear, it's gonna put these fish on one of 2 places. It's either gonna put them up in the new cover, or it's gonna put them on the original shoreline. But there's gonna be another factor that these anglers better pay attention to. This lake is being drawn down, trying to get some of this water out of here. So it's gonna create some underwater currents. And these fish will always face into the current, whether it's in the trees or whether it's on the rock. Without it being stained, there's gonna be a lot more to this than just flooded cover.
We got him. It's a bass, too. Oh, yeah, it's a bass. Boom goes the dynamite. There he is.
1 pound, 10 ounces.
Nice. Way to kick it off. Largemouth.
There's so much water for these fish to be in. I mean, it's such a target-rich environment right now.
First bite to get's always the hardest.
Not off to a very fast start, that's a fact.
I don't know how long the water's been up. That's the question I'd like to know. There's a certain amount of time that it takes these bushes to sour.
Watched him get it off the graph for me there. That'll work.
1 pound, 6 ounces.
1 pound, 5 ounces.
Nice.
Everybody's starting to get a few bites.
I would definitely think both of those are fishing shallow.
Just like any other day in Major League Fishing, you never have an easy day at work.
I don't even know what kind of fish are in here. If it's all largemouth and largemouth, smallmouth spots, or 2, or...
Different varieties. We've caught 3 fish, and we've had a largemouth, a spot, and a smallmouth.
I lost my handle, lost my handle, lost my handle, lost my handle. Couldn't catch up to it.
£1 pound, 7 ounces.
Don't you do that. 1 pound, 10 ounces.
1 pound, 2 ounces.
Thank you.
He's gonna be hard to handle in this clear water, is my guess on old Ayler today. I'll tell you who else will figure it out is JVD.
Figure something out. Shouldn't be this difficult. Know as many fish there are in here.
$12-ouncer.
No, it ain't.
£1 pound, 8 ounces.
Nice one. That's a nice one.
That's a score tracker update right there.
3 pounds, 4 ounces.
That's awesome. Uh-huh, yes.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing.
There are 5 anglers that have yet to post a fish on Score Tracker.
It's anybody's ball game. These things probably have already started schooling on this lake.
Half of our anglers have now made their mark on the Score Tracker. David Walker is currently at the top of the heap, aided by a 3-pound, 4-ounce lunker, the current Berkeley big bass of the day. Brent Ayler has landed the most bass, but they've each been small. So far, size is winning the day, but there's still plenty of time remaining on the clock.
1 hour down. Hour and a half to go.
We fished an hour and ain't caught a fish. That is not cool.
$2 pounds, 4 ounces.
Nice. Here we go. Working. We're working on them.
My brain refuses to accept that there's not a 4 or 5 pound fish laying up under all those bushes. I'm just not gonna buy it. I might do this all day and not get a bite. I still think there's one in there.
It just seems to me like the closer I get to that bank, seems like those are the smaller fish. Out here down the middle seems to be the bigger ones.
Stay on there.
There he is.
$2 pounds, 1 ounce. 1 pound, 14 ounces.
Thank you, sir. All right, same thing. Got out here on the main part, slow winding this bladed jig out there in them bushes. That and got it, because it just went slack.
It's really it's a big confidence booster to get one. And I mean, he crunched it, you know.
There he is, good. He's barely hooked.
Big one. Big one right there. Yes. 2 pounds, 4 ounces.
Thank you. Bladed jig out there in the deep bushes. I may even go to the 3/4 ounce here in a minute.
2 pounds, 3 ounces.
Yes.
All right, let's just keep it going. Let's go and get up there where Walker's at.
You trail first place David Walker by 5 pounds and 0 ounces. He has 10 pounds.
Dadgum, dude, he is putting a clinic on this morning. 10 pounds is lighting him up pretty good.
Was awesome, and he liked it too.
Not fair, David Walker. Let off the gas.
£1 pound, 10 ounces.
Nice.
All I can tell you is if I'm gonna lose, Walker's a nice guy to lose to.
I know the minute this thing hits the water, over there.
I just like to catch something I can score. Be nice.
I wish the wind would blow a little bit. That'd help things out a lot. A lot. I like it a lot.
Yes, sir. We'll take them.
£1 pound, 9 ounces.
3 pounds, 2 ounces.
He was right where he was supposed to be. At this point, it's a cover the water game now for me, and don't miss any opportunities.
God, he missed it. No, he did not miss it. Either that or he got it for it popped back up. There you go. Gotcha. I figured it was a little smallmouth pulling that hard.
2 pounds, 9 ounces.
Walker got it figured out. So Walker's the only one out just running away from us.
I don't know what they got the hydro wave set on, but it's a working, I tell you that much.
Finally got a hold of one. And we'll be on the board.
2 pounds even.
2 pounds.
2 pounds, 0 ounce.
Pretty good one. At least we're on the right track.
Jeff, that fish moves you from 5th place with 5 pounds, 10 ounces.
That's more like it. We got a lot of work ahead of us, though.
I caught it on a drop shot out here in about 25 feet of water.
Oh, that's definitely a scoreable. We're catching nothing but rats. All of a sudden, we got a nice largemouth on. Oh, we caught my drop shot. Post spawn.
That's a good one. Yeah, smallmouth. 2 pounds, 10 ounces.
210. Finally got our first scoreable bass. We finally switched points, did the same pattern, idled over those fish, marked them with my Lowrance units.
1 pound, 6 ounces.
Yes. Usually in practice, we have time to figure out these deals. It's scary to do it in Major League Fishing.
Biggin. Yes.
Look at how beautiful that fish is.
1 pound, 9 ounces.
I'm the only one that ain't caught one yet, which shouldn't be the case in a place like this.
There are 9 on the score tracker chart.
It tells me a lot of things. They want to eat something big.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing. Less than 1 hour remains in the first period of the Lucas Oil Challenge Cup presented by B&W Trailer Hitches from Mountain Home, Arkansas.
There's only one angler still not on the board.
Who is that? Trying to remember. Jonathan Van Dam.
Gotta be a bass around here somewhere. Just ain't adding up yet. Ain't adding up.
Time is winding down in the first period, and Jonathan Van Dam has yet to weigh in a scoreable bass. At the opposite end of the score tracker, David Walker is thriving. He has almost doubled the weight of second-place angler Randall Tharp. 2 periods remain for our pros to snag a top 6 spot and advance to the sudden death round.
Give me a sign, baby, give me a sign.
If I get a couple more bites up shallower, though, that'd be nice.
£1 pound, 7 ounces.
1 pound, 1 ounce.
It seems like the more bushier bushes you get around, the less they hold, which means they're probably, some of them bushes are scattering them out a little bit.
Just turn the old hydro wave on. That'll help out a little bit, too. Putting on power pattern. There we go.
It's a good one. Stay on there.
2 pounds, 3 ounces.
That's what I'm talking about. Stay. Just stay.
Yeah.
1 pound, 14 ounces.
Boom! I had to hit another stretch of these, you know, this bushier area just because I got to keep it honest. I mean, I just have to keep it honest.
See, all you guys that live in the Ozarks, you don't have to go to South Florida to punch a match. You just got to let your lake get up.
Got that one up. As I'm looking at a deer run up the bank.
Oh, one got it. Look at that. I think it's a keeper, too. I can get him in here, because that's a keeper.
1 pound, 10 ounces.
1 pound, 7 ounces.
1.7. On jerkbait, steeper bank, in the shade. That's interesting.
Hey, come off. Dang it. Gosh, dog it.
Execution is not going very well.
Just gotta get in a rhythm here, boys. Just get in a rhythm.
Jonathan, you have 30 minutes remaining.
You do not catch one on bull shoals for a whole 2.5 hours.
There's a better way to catch them, and I'm not doing it.
There we go.
1 pound, 12 ounces.
112, we just changed our pattern. We just came to this channel swing, main lake channel swing bluff, and just caught a smallmouth on a shaky head.
Bag it. Yeah!
We'll just keep the jig wet all day.
2 pounds, 12 ounces.
You now have a total of 4 pounds, 6 ounces. You've moved up into 7th place, moving Michael Neal to 8th place, who has 3 pounds, 2 ounces.
This is a really good lake, but being trapped in a zone, it might not necessarily be the best zone right now.
I know this is what Tharper's doing. There's no doubt about that.
The only thing making sense to me now is cover a ton of water and fish everything in front of you.
Gosh, dang it! I have to give everybody a hard time when I get back. Like, all right, guys, I gave y'all a head start.
Was a whole school of them. Where they went, no telling.
It's a smallmouth. What in the world is that sucker doing up there?
Big one. Oh, it's a big one. She looked way bigger when that old mouth came out. Whew.
Yes, sir. 1 pound, 13 ounces.
2 pounds, 11 ounces.
Almost 3 pounds worth of that old bull shoals bass.
That's another trick. If you're ever on a smallmouth lake and you see a carp swimming and stirring up the bottom, I always pitch at that carp or behind that carp, because a lot of times those smallmouth will follow right behind them carp, you know, catching like crawfish and stuff they kick up down there foraging on the bottom.
You're getting sick of them score tracker updates. When you ain't catching them, they're brutal.
15 minutes.
Let's go finish up at that boat ramp, make a couple casts.
This might have just been a timing deal, just in the morning. They come up and break like that. I'm sure they're gonna do it again, but if they don't and you stay here, you are in trouble.
One pound, 7 ounces.
They're still chewing it. Still chewing it. There's a good one.
Other than a couple fish landing violations, we have fished pretty clean.
2 pounds, 8 ounces.
Nice.
Randall Thorpe just caught his 8th fish, 2 pounds, 8 ounces, moves him into 2nd place with 15 pounds, 1 ounce. Jeff moves you to 3rd with 15 pounds even.
Awesome. So they are catching them then.
I've got some really good ideas for the remainder of the day based on that bite.
We got a break coming up, and as everybody knows in Major League Fishing, the breaks are the momentum changers a lot of times.
Ain't enough time to retie nothing.
Oh, Lord, I ain't got time. I bet I barely have time to fish this tonight.
15 seconds.
It's got to be inside the gunnel.
Inside the gunnel, prior to the expiration of time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines out. End of period 1.
About the only positive we can say out of that is we figured out how to get at least some bites. Execution was absolutely terrible.
Boys, that officially sucked right there. It's always bad juju to catch the first one, I guess.
It's not like anyone's setting the world on fire, so let's go back and let's drink some squincher and retie some baits and come back out here and see if we can change the game.
Intense, it always is. But I promise you, by the end of this one, there's gonna be some tense moment in this boat.
When you got your foot on the gas in Major League Fishing, you hold it there and just keep catching them.
General Tire's Major League Fishing is brought to you by Berkeley, Catch More Fish. Lucas Oil, made in America, sold to the world. Mercury Marine, go boldly. Venmo, pay, split, share. And by Favorite Fishing, the future of fishing.
To be in the lead instead of being way back, confidence is there. I also was a little bit nervous about it because we've fished a couple events on lakes a lot like this, and Sprague and Tharp have been lighting them up on those places.
We were on a roll, and then they tell you, 30-minute break, you got to go. It's a momentum breaker, but it's also a time to reflect what just happened in the past hour.
It was not a normal break. I had a mess of rods on the deck. None of the stuff I had on the deck of my boat would catch a bass right now in Bull Shoals.
In one of these deals, I've learned pretty quick, if it's not working for you, you can't go into it and try to pinch it for all it's worth. You gotta throw the Hail Mary, go do something else, because what you're doing is not getting you where you need to be.
I still haven't found that one key. In Major League Fishing and the Cups, it's crucial to get onto a pattern that you can run and run new water and continue to catch fish.
While our pros make their adjustments for period 2, let's take a look at the score tracker. David Walker is the current Mustad point position leader by a slim 6 ounces. Our top 3 anglers each have landed 8 bass, including Walker's Berkeley Big Bass of the day at 3 pounds 4 ounces. With bass of that size, a top 6 position is within reach for anyone that can find them.
We're about to change the pace of this game. Y'all better get ready.
Plan for period 2 is to go somewhere else. I went one way this morning, so we're gonna go the other way this afternoon.
Woo! Well, you know what? You know what's changing? It's starting to get cloudy. And I done put my jerk bait up, but I'll pull it out real quick.
Yeah, I mean, so far so good, but God, who knows what the next round is gonna hold.
3, 2, 1, go.
Second period, we gotta make some ground up here. We can't afford another period like we had to make it by it. So we're gonna try and build on what we had and see if we can get something going good.
All right, boys, get back to the business end of this deal.
I know this was the opposite way of where I called a fish at earlier, but this stuff right here looks so fishy.
Well, that's a good one.
Oh, it's barely hooked. I got him.
That's a real nice one.
£2 pounds, 2 ounces.
I'll take that one all day.
2 pounds, 14 ounces. 214, man, that's a good one. Look at that.
Man, I'm talking about this looks really good right here. This should be a bite. It's the right kind of place.
I came into this little creek here because I could see the contour lines were real steep on this one side. One good lay down there, and I threw on the end of it and caught that, I mean, almost a 3-pounder. I mean, that's so typical, but it's just, you can't pattern that. You gotta fish fast until you find it, you know?
That's incredible. That's somebody's walkway, all the way underwater. This goes to show you how much this lake is up. Got him.
£1 pound, 0 ounces.
Never been so happy to catch a 1 pounder, but every fish counts in Major League Fishing.
Oh, he broke me up. God!
Randall Clark, last fish, weighed 1 pound, 7 ounces. He is in first place with 17 pounds, 8 ounces. In the 6th place cut line is Jason Christie at 7 pounds, 3 ounces.
Still ain't much. I just feel like my chances of getting a bite better are places I can get to the bank where there's not 100 feet of flooded stuff.
One of my best pro tips, you know what it is? When everything ain't working, you crank up that engine, let her eat till you get tired of running, and start fishing again.
Get in here. Okay. That's a really good sign.
£1 pound, 13 ounces.
That's a decent one there.
2 pounds, 4 ounces.
I picked up a shaky head on a Senko, and I'm gonna cover a lot of water with it. They like it on the fall.
Wesley, Jason Christie has moved you down to 6th place.
I wouldn't have expected anything else.
Oh my gosh. Did anybody else see that? And he came back and got it. Did you see that? Woo, son. When does that happen?
2 pounds, 10 ounces.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Uh-huh. Good grief. Kind of hope that's a bass.
Jeff, that fish brings your total to 17 pounds, 10 ounces, moves you into first place.
Oh, it's a big one. Oh my goodness. That was a giant, son. Giant.
Dang it. Oh my goodness. I saw him swim off of there and it was not little. Dadgummit, that was a big one, dude.
He's not gigantic, but that's why he's pulling so hard.
Got him.
2 pounds, 7 ounces.
Yes.
£1 pound, 0 ounces.
We're on the board.
Jonathan Van Dam is on the board with a 1 pound fish.
I bet he was glad to see that. I'd be glad to see one too.
1 pounder. I've never been so excited to see a 1 pounder in my life. Took me long enough.
Go, Johnny, go. Go, 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 Johnny, go.
I know, fish landing violation, but let's keep her in the boat.
That is a fish landing violation, 2-minute penalty.
He loves saying it.
1 pound, 5 ounces.
Yes.
£1 pound, 13 ounces.
Take them. We'll take all of them.
2 pounds, 5 ounces.
Thank you, sir. Knew there had to be some up there somewhere.
David Jeff Sprague has taken over the lead with a 1 pound, 13 ounce bass. He now has 19 pounds, 7 ounces, and you have dropped to third with 17 pounds, 14 ounces.
Gotta catch keepers.
Man, I don't like not knowing what the heck's going on. Extremely frustrating.
Oh boy.
2 pounds, 5 ounces.
Nice. 2.5.
They're all getting dialed in.
Well, I like the direction we're going. I've got what I feel like is a little key now.
Something's got to give. A little luck's got to turn somewhere.
All those guys need to slow down. They're catching them. I need to get caught up. I need to get up to that 20-pound mark in a hurry.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing.
Most productive thing I've seen is fishing offshore, but I haven't found any size yet.
I bet you I see one any day now, any second.
As our pros around the elimination line struggle to locate fish, Jeff Sprague is taking advantage of the outstanding cover options Bull Shoals has to offer, as you can see here in today's favorite fishing overview of the day. We're at the halfway point of Elimination Round 1, and all the anglers have made their mark on Score Tracker, some more than others. Brent Ayler has gone on a tear, weighing in 4 bass and adding well over 8 pounds to his total this period alone. But with so many anglers steadily catching fish, the battle to stay in the top 6 may be fought until the final minutes.
I don't know if I'm fishing the wrong kind of stuff or if they just ain't in this. From the guys that are catching them, I say they gotta be catching them flipping.
If they were in bushes really good, Tharp would just be, oh my. It's a big one. It's a big one. Oh, baby, stay on there. Stay on there. Oh my goodness, stay on there. Watch yourself, watch yourself. I don't have to. Look at that.
3 pounds, 10 ounces.
Green gold right there, baby. Mm.
Dude, I knew one would be there. I knew one would be there.
1 pound, 15 ounces.
Right direction, guys, right there.
Leslie, there's an hour left in the period. Ayler is in 4th with 17 pounds, 8 ounces.
Golly, dude, he stacked them on pretty quick, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got 10 fish now.
These little suckers are biting. Just gotta work for them a little bit.
As Brent Ayler would say, I'm just sitting here fishing down this bank, throwing into the dark water.
Just gotta keep grinding. These guys figure it out and get in an area, you can catch them quickly. So you just gotta keep grinding.
Well, I know where they're at. I'm just fishing behind everybody. God almighty.
It's the kind of comeback you need right here. This is the place we can do it at.
Might have figured just a little smallmouth pattern out. If we can just keep them on. Come here, fish, I really need you. Come here, give up, thank you.
1 pound, 10 ounces.
Pretty little Bull Shoals smallmouth.
Got it, bigger. God almighty. That sucked.
Thing about fishing, it just takes 1 or 2 bites to turn the whole day around or to sink the whole day.
Please stay on there. Gotta have it good, please. Please, 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 please. No, don't do that. Why?
A whole lot.
Dang it!
Finally get a damn
Fish landing violation, 2-minute penalty.
Yes. Yes. Why couldn't the first one have it like that?
2 pounds, 5 ounces.
That 2 pound, 5 ounce bass, go right back in the drink. Watch him swim off. Beauty, beauty. Thank you, sweetie.
This is my all-time least favorite technique. Throwing a Cinco around docks. I think it should be outlawed.
Be a score ball.
1 pound, 0 ounces.
Mm-hmm. luck's turning, boys. The luck's turning. Staging a comeback.
Score Tracker update, Matt Lee has posted several quick fish on Score Tracker. He's raised his total to 8 pounds, 5 ounces. He's now in 8th place.
Ooh, we gotta catch some fish.
Finally, I feel like I can breathe barely. Even though I'm not in the cut, I just feel like I'm doing something right.
That cloud cover, man, I can get them to start biting this top water. Cover a ton of water then.
Number one key, turning around a tournament day, is stay positive. Because the second you start to fall apart, you have no chance.
Stay on there.
£1 pound, 11 ounces.
Woosah.
£1 pound, 12 ounces. £1 pound, 8 ounces.
I don't think that did much for me, seeing how I'm 4 or 5 pounds behind Sprague now.
You're 13 pounds, 1 ounce from the lead. I'm tired of getting beat in these clear water deals.
Man, I thought I had one come up and look at it. I did. It was a big one, gar.
Come on, you wascally wabbits.
Do you know what Pyre's favorite fish is?
Oh.
A gar.
You pretty much got to stare at that Lorentz graph the whole time. They really like it when you drop it straight down on them.
I mean, I'm marking a whole bunch of them right here. Problem is right now I'm marking them right under the dang boat. Come get it. Is it a bass? Oh, it is a giant. Oh! Did you see that? Come here, baby. Stay down. Stay down. Yes! Did you see that? Did you? Unbelievable.
3 pounds, 11 ounces.
Some people say ding. We say dong. Look at that gorilla. Wow, that's unbelievable.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing.
There's this saying that we have, I just like to catch bass, and that's catching bass. That's fun.
There's only 30 minutes remaining in Period 2 of the Lucas Oil Challenge Cup, presented by B&W Trailer Hitches from Mountain Home, Arkansas. Jeff Sprague has catapulted himself into the lead by catching the fattest bass of the bunch, including the Berkeley Big Bass of the day at 3 pounds, 11 ounces. But the real nail-biter is the battle around the 6th place cut line. Only 2 pounds separate 5th place from 9th. One solid bass could make the difference between survival and an early trip home.
Oh boy, that'll be a bite right there. Come on the sink. Gotta catch another one here quick.
I like this. Wonder if Walker just came down it.
Maybe just trying to mix it up too much, but I don't know. I just don't feel like I've figured out one way to catch them where I can stick with it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
2 pounds, 6 ounces.
Getting better. Largemouth. We've caught all 3 species. I always like coming out here to this part of the country just because you can do that. All these Ozark lakes.
first walleye I've ever caught flipping.
After we catch one, I look up there. There's bare spots in this grass, and I don't know if it's brim beds or what's got it, but that's the deal.
I'm afraid that's another walleye, but I would like to be wrong. Can't tell. No, it's a bass. Come here, fish. Make it easy. Got it.
2 pounds, 9 ounces.
Another pretty good largemouth. We got us a pattern to run the whole third period.
One pound, 3 ounces.
I've learned my lesson on this deal just through the tour itself, and that is do not let off the gas. I mean, because when you think you're gonna coast down the hill, about that time you'll get rear-ended by a freight train and pushed to the side while somebody else takes your place.
You now have a total of 10 pounds, 12 ounces with a total of 7 fish. You are now in 6th place.
So it's tight. It's gonna come down to the very end.
Oh. That's a good one. Oh, look at that. Dome. Whoo.
3 pounds, 3 ounces.
Look at that. Crunched it. Crunched it. It's 2 back-to-back casts. How incredible is that? That is fun. That is fun.
That dude is an MLF machine.
Big smallmouth. Big smallmouth.
Pounds, 6 ounces.
You're 6.
One pound, 3 ounces.
Matt Lee has caught his 8th fish. His last fish weighed 1 pound, 3 ounces. He has now moved into 6th place with 11 pounds, 3 ounces, moving you to 7th place with 10 pounds, 12 ounces. You're now 7 ounces out of 6th place.
You wanna play like this?
Oh. 2 pounds, 9 ounces.
Dong.
Don't you come off.
Three pounds, 4 ounces.
I want to cry. I really want to cry. This is my deal. I mean, this is how I grew up fishing. Clear water, high water.
Jason Christie has just caught his 6th fish. His last fish weighed 3 pounds, 4 ounces. He has now moved into 6th place with 12 pounds, 11 ounces.
Wesley, you have dropped to 9th position.
Perfect.
Apparently they're starting to bite and we in the wrong spot.
Good news is we still got 1 period left.
Yes! Yeah!
1 pound, 15 ounces.
I thought it was about 2 pounds.
Yeah, boom.
Did you see that? Did you see that? That fish came, I don't know how far that fish came from to eat it. Unreal.
2 pounds, 7 ounces.
2 pounds, 7 ounces. All day long, all day long. We'll take them. That's a gorgeous fish too. So gorgeous.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Line's out, end of period 2.
Much better second period. Got us a little pattern going.
That was a popping period right there, folks.
That was a Sucksville period.
Got period 2? Sucked.
Period 3, we're in the cut where we need to be. We just need to maintain it, maybe move up a little more. Got a lot more confidence going into period 3 than I did period 2.
I tried to elaborate on some things. It didn't elaborate. It unelaborated. I don't like unelaboration.
The key now is to find the right banks and, you know, put that bait in the water, and I should catch some fish and hopefully make that cut.
1 period to go. Crockett beef jerky squincher, 10, 15-minute boat ride. We got 1 more period to make sure we can close this thing out.
We got to get ready for a long period 3 and put them in the boat faster than everybody else. But we at least got something to go on now. Thank goodness. Catch them fast enough, we're not that 6th guy.
General Tire's Major League Fishing is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Squincher, hydration that works. Sig Sauer, the complete systems provider. Mountain Home Arkansas, 3 rivers, 2 lakes, 1 beautiful life. And by Ferguson.
You know what? I'm only beating Hackney by 12 pounds. He's not even fishing.
Just roll with it, Wesley.
All I'm going to. I gotta catch a friggin' fish, dude. This is horrible.
It ain't good.
While our pros line up for period 3, let's take a look at the score tracker. Jeff Sprague is showing no mercy, dropping an avalanche of weight on the score tracker, making him the current Mustad points position leader. On the other end of the spectrum, Jonathan Van Dam is sitting at the bottom with only 3 pounds 2 ounces. As he falls further behind, time is ticking away. Only 6 anglers will advance to the sudden death round. For more on that, let's get out to Marty Stone for today's Yeti Cooler Talk.
Whether it's the tour or the cup, it seems like you're the bubble boy.
I don't know. I can't escape it. I thought Gerald was that guy, and now I'm trying to be that guy, and I don't want to be that guy. Hopefully, here at the end, I'm not the guy. I'm not on the bubble. But
Looks like you've gained some momentum, though, in this period.
yeah, definitely. In period 2, I just totally Hail Mary. I went to an opposite end of the lake I hadn't seen today. I had to find something different. Went to the far as you can get in our area we're given today. A little bit more stained water, and I started to get bit. Lost a big one, kept it together, and caught several, so I'm hoping they keep biting.
Is it the clouds, the wind, or the watercolor that's helping you?
Watercolor and area. I hope that it doesn't get a lot more cloudy and windy. It's going to help everybody else's bite. You know, I was just trading areas with everybody all morning. It wasn't working out, and I just had to make a Hail Mary run. That one would have really helped in this tight deal, but now that, you know, I've got some momentum, even though I lost that one, I feel good going in the last round.
You got a lot of experience with the selects. You got experience with the Bass Pro Tour. Now we're here at the Cups, and to me, it seems like it speeds up. Has it?
Absolutely. One thing that's good is that everybody has an even playing field, no practice. So when I make a Hail Mary move, everybody else doesn't have a lot of history to go off of. So I'm hoping that this move pays off in the Cup for me and I can get in there. Not be the bubble boy and go ahead and really get some momentum. We got a long 3rd period. I'm excited to go back out.
Matt Lee's got some momentum going in this 3rd and final period, and he wants to make sure he's above that elimination line so he can advance to sudden death.
Yeah, we're about to kick off the 3rd period, and we're going to go catch them. We're going to go catch as many more of them that'll eat.
I feel like I know what to do. I just don't get a lot of bites. I need to find the right water. You get the right water and you get a bite kind of here and there.
These old clear bodies of water, if you can't get dialed in them, it's just a matter of figuring just one little thing out, like what they're exactly on, and after that, you can just run with it.
I'm gonna go flip. Surprise, surprise.
Hey, just quit making us look bad, man. Just like start shaking them off.
They said Tharp's behind you 7 pounds. I said, that's the one swing of his flipping stick. That's it.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Period 3 starts now.
Big run, boys, big run. You see a big long run of me?
Let's go to work.
Well, this long run, I'm trying to maximize my fishing time, so I just started right here where we took off from. There should be a lot of fish coming out of this cove here.
Man, I should get bit right here. Bait, some fish.
There's definitely a lot of bait down here. I see it on the graph, on the Lawrence, on the Lawrence, on the Lawrence.
Just worried that wind and little cloud, they start biting out there in the main deal.
It's just, I guess it's just too high. It's always too something. It's too cold, it's too hot, too high, too low.
I like that bank over there, and I like that bank over there. I don't like this bank so much right here. There's too much greenery here. But I guess it doesn't really matter what I like. This is what the fish like.
Man, I get a bite right there. Come on.
Not getting it, boys and girls. Not getting it.
What we need to do is catch a few of these real quick and get in those guys' heads and make them start fishing fast.
You know about how long this all lasts till that score tracker starts going off, and I'll be right back where I know that I can get a bite.
Come here, fish. I'm the world's worst at trying to get one in the boat.
1 pound, 1 ounce.
Hey.
I got a good hook set. Stay on there, stay on there. Boy, I didn't get a good hook set on him. Little guy, but I think he's gonna go.
Yes, that's a good sign, boys. Boy, he couldn't be any skinnier, but we will gladly take him.
1 pound even.
1 pound, 5 ounces. Take it. Take it. Right back in the drink. Deep hook, no problem.
Matt Lee's now 3 ounces behind you.
Okay. He trails 6th place Jason Christie by 11 ounces.
One thing I can tell you about all these boys, they're all fighters. They're gonna fight to the end.
Let's keep putting it on them. Keep putting it on them. All largemouth.
But in this clear water, it's just super hard to get those fish to bite up shallow. They can see the baits, see you, everything just so easy when the water's this clear. So that's why I'm just out here running this little bit deeper pattern with the drop shot.
Just too much stuff. I mean, there's just too many places for them to be.
So much of this stuff is dead. You waste so much time trying to find the good parts of it.
Some days, I guess it just ain't your day. This is one of those days.
As usual, my equipment is forming flawlessly, including my reel, my Lew's reel.
Yes.
£1 pound, 8 ounces. 1.8, we'll take it. Gotta keep stacking it.
1 pound, 2 ounces.
You spend your whole period trying to mess around in a whole new area, and all I'm doing is killing myself.
Let's go ahead and separate ourselves a little bit. You know you can catch a 3-4 pounder on any go.
Don't tell me that son came off, dude. I saw him too. I believe he came. No, he's still in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I got a big one. Get out of there.
1 pound, 9 ounces.
Yes.
Yes!
Boy, it's a big one, but he's skinny. Come on.
2 pounds, 15 ounces.
215. I think it should have been 3.5, 4 pounder. Nice, I needed that. Good grief.
You know, everybody that goes fishing with their family, with their mom, dad, grandpa, aunt, and uncle, they go to catch fish. They go to catch as many fish as they can and have a great time. That's what this is all about.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing.
It's crunch time. We need to start crunching.
With
2 hours left, and the flurries we've been having, I think I'm just 1 or 2 bites away from sealing it up.
We're only 1 hour into the final period, and things are heating up on Bull Shoals Lake. 4 of our pros have crossed the 20-pound mark, giving them a healthy separation from the rest of the field. At the 6th place cut line, tensions have never been higher. Matt Lee currently holds that 6th place position, but he has 3 ravenous anglers breathing down his neck.
Man, I just need one of these points just to be just bam, bam, bam.
I still say if anybody can just start lighting them up and catch a bunch of fish in a hurry, it's Wesley. Of this, anybody in this bunch, he's a smart, been fishing really long time.
There he is. That's a good. That's a good.
Oh, big one. Big one.
He's not that big, but he's a good one. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'll get it right there.
2 pounds even.
2 even? Man, he sure looked bigger than that.
2 pounds and 5 ounces.
Drop shot's working now. I just ain't getting a ton of bites. It's the only problem.
Score tracker update. Brent Avery's caught a 2-pound fish. That brings his total to 25 pounds, 13 ounces. He has moved ahead of you, Randall, into 2nd place. You are now in 3rd place. You're trailing by 1 pound, 12 ounces.
He's gotten me a couple times this season in the 3rd period. I don't want him to get me today.
He went swimming one way and I pulled the other way. That inertia between the two is not good.
Golly, bum, look at all of them with him. There's like 3 with him.
£1 pound, 12 ounces.
Thank you, sir. See if we can get in there and get another one of them. There's 3 with him when he come out through there. I was like, golly, bum.
It's 3:21. We have just under an hour and 40 minutes remaining in the round.
Oh, I wish I'd get another bite.
Come on, let's catch like a 5-pounder and give us a little bit of a cushion.
Flies won't leave me alone. That's what happens when you stink this bad.
Gosh, dang. Oh, there's one. One's on. Barely hooked, barely hooked. Barely hooked. Just a keeper. I saw him under it. I saw him under it.
1 pound, 5 ounces.
All right. That thing, I was walking that thing, and it just went, whoop, it just sunk.
Oh, dadgummit. Looky there. Took both my legs. Lieutenant Dane, you ain't got no legs.
You want a picture or anything?
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta have something. Will this make the TV show? They're not feeding like they were in those other areas, so either these beds are not quite far enough along or something's a little different here than what it was in those other areas. So I'm gonna try to go figure it out a little bit more. You know, some days you can't do nothing wrong. Some days you can't do nothing right.
Things are a little tough on the bull.
Dude, when you're not getting bites like you think you should be, you get this sick feeling in your stomach. I don't like it.
You talk about humidity being high, humidity making the air thick. Right now, the tension is pretty darn thick, I'll just tell you. Just bite.
Just give me like one decent bite anyway, so it make me feel okay.
1 pound, 5 ounces.
Thank you. I ain't gonna sit here and just die, man. I gotta jump on a point or something.
To avoid the pressure of sudden death, you have to do one thing: catch scoreable bass. One angler is doing just that in his fight to fish another day. Here's Marty Stone for today's Sig Sauer Success in Sight.
Jeff Sprague showed up in his first Cup event, but you can never tell by his performance today that today was the first time he's ever done this.
Oh my gosh.
He's figured out a pattern that most of these competitors have missed. Here at Bull Shoals, he had a limited amount of time to break this lake down. Most of these competitors are using a vertical presentation. Sprague, he's used what I call a horizontal presentation. He's taking a buzzing frog, that means a buzz bait with a frog on it, and he's throwing it past cover, and he's working the bait up to and past the cover, and it's causing these fish to react. They'll come a long ways to get the bait, and when they come that far, they're not gonna miss it. He's picked up on a subtle pattern that's allowed him to dominate elimination round number 1.
That we nailed it pretty much with the whole sunlight deal, but you got to remember these fish probably feed heavily at night too, as clear as this water is.
Oh, 2 of them. Oh my gosh, 2 of them. Oh, please, 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 please. Oh, please, please, come here. Come here, come here. Come here, come here. Come on. I'm broke. How about that for a comeback? 1 pound, 15 ounces. Yes, yes, yes. 2 pounds, 1 ounce. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna catch more than that.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing. Less than 1 hour remains in elimination round 1 of the Lucas Oil Challenge Cup presented by B&W Trailer Hitches from Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Walker's gonna be on suicide watch. He better start catching them.
Yeah, I gotta catch some fish, Lance. You know, ain't that the truth? Just catch some fish, Walker.
Tensions are at an all-time high in this 3rd and final period. Matt Lee has been on the rise, adding over 6 pounds of bass in the last 30 minutes, putting some much-needed breathing room between himself and the 6th place cut line. But as the clock ticks away, no one is safe. Bull Shoals is host to a mass of bass. Should an angler land on a hot spot, he can shake up the score tracker in a hurry.
I got one, whatever it is. Oh my gosh, it's a big largemouth. Ain't that something? Oh, come here, you big-headed thing. Well, I'll take that.
$3 pounds, 10 ounces.
Never could have convinced me that that was going to come out in the middle, out over probably 120 feet of water. But we'll take it. Let's throw out there and see if there's another one.
It's a good one. Dude, don't you do that. Come on. 2 flying leaps. Get in here.
1 pound, 11 ounces.
I like it. I like it. I feel good.
That's what you call being at the right place at the right time.
Gotta catch 2 more pounds now.
Come on, Lord, 1, 2 more. I believe if I could catch 2 more, I'd make it.
Go to the next point. 20 minutes, 25, plenty of time. Oh, my drag's so loose I can't even move it.
2 pounds, 2 ounces.
That'll take second right there. Thank you, little fish.
Come on.
Guess I gotta figure out how to catch Sprague now.
Mr. Sprague has 38 pounds and 8 ounces.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's a good clutch fish. That'll make it tighter.
3 pounds, 8 ounces.
Here we go. That's a 3/8. We ain't got time to take too many pictures with it. We gotta make this happen.
You don't get 3 bites down through there and there not be some more, you know what?
Come on, baby, let's break somebody's heart.
That's a bass. 2 of them. Whole school of them, dude.
Whole school of them, dude. 1 pound, 9 ounces.
Get a rod, dude. They're mauling it. Lost one, no big deal. Another one eats it. There's 4 with him. Dude, that is unfreaking believable.
One more of them suckers, we can survive the day.
That's a good one. Keep your head down, keep your head down. That's a good one. Is that my 2 pounds? Be my 2 pounder, come on.
1 pound, 14 ounces.
Oh, come on.
You really need to land that one, hammer.
David Walker has just caught his 10th fish. It weighed 1 pound, 14 ounces. He now has a total of 19 pounds, 12 ounces. You need 3 pounds and 6 ounces to move into 6th place.
Thanks, David, for making this more difficult.
I think I held my breath the whole time that fish was swimming.
I mean, on the surface, he didn't even care if it was a Cheeto, dude. He was gonna eat it.
Them suckers I lost this morning is gonna cost me making it if I don't catch him here in a second.
I can sit here for 15 minutes, they won't come back up. If I go back in, they're gonna come up as soon as they get in there. But you don't catch them unless you hit them when they're hot.
You could catch a 4th or something right here right quick. Only takes 1 bite. I know they got them in here.
7 minutes, man, I gotta hurry.
Normally I can be kind of talkative around this point in the game. God bless, not today.
Brent Ayler just took over 2nd place. He's at 30 pounds, 11 ounces.
How far is that ahead of me?
About 13 ounces.
Well, I got that if I can get him in.
Two pounds, 2 ounces.
Take that, Brent Ayler.
Mike O'Neill just moved back into 2nd place. He's at 31 pounds, 10 ounces.
Little sucker.
We've got 5 minutes remaining in period 3.
Just enough time to catch another 310. Actually, I want to catch a 312. Beach Sprague.
Come on, Tom, tick.
Oh, buddy, oh, buddy. It wasn't pretty, but we got him in the boat. Look at that right there.
Scale 0.
Whoa!
3 pounds, 1 ounce.
You think I should get that one mounted?
10, 9,
Well, boys, I messed
8,
that one up.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines out. That's the end of the round.
I'm gonna throw a Bobby Lane, just throw my rod from up in the woods.
I guess it doesn't matter where you finish, just as long as you make the cut.
That's why every fish in Major League Fishing is important. Those 2 I lost this morning, hands down, would have been enough to make it.
I'll be the first one watching the show.
But I didn't make it, but I can't wait to hear how they caught them.
It's most definitely now how I wanted my first cup to go.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't always fun. But thank you, Lord. That was incredible.
Period 3 was not as good as I was expecting it to be, but it was good enough. I mean, anytime you can just make the cut in advance, that's all you can ask for in this.
I just can't get over how that scorch hacker just changes things, because it's like you know where you're at and what you got to catch. And knowing that, you'd think make it easier, and it just, for some reason, just makes it harder.
Time for a squincher.
Hey, we're coming back. We pulled it off, and we get to go again, and we got a chance to win this thing, so I'm stoked about it. What else is there to say? Is we're catching bass. That's fun. So We get to hang around one more day, see if we can't make a win.
General Tire's Major League Fishing is brought to you by General Tire. Anywhere is possible. B&W Trailer Hitches, Towing Adventure. Abu Garcia, for life. Optima Batteries, the ultimate power source. And by Barbasol Razors, a close, comfortable shave for the past 100 years. Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing for the Lucas Oil Challenge Cup, presented by B&W Trailer Hitches from Mountain Home, Arkansas. Elimination round 1 of the Lucas Oil Challenge Cup is officially over. Today's 10 professional anglers hit the water ready to fight for their chance to move one step closer to the championship round.
That's a nice one.
Bull Shoals proved itself to be an excellent fishery, providing a variety of quality-sized bass. Jeff Sprague quickly discovered what the bass wanted and dominated the competition. By midday, he had passed 25 pounds and rolled full steam ahead toward a first-place victory.
Look at that. Dome. Whoo.
Let's go to Bass Pro Shop's end of the line to see how Jeff Sprague pulled out the win.
I'm Jeff Sprague, and this is the bait that I used to win my elimination round. So, starting off the day, ran around a little bit, and then ultimately picked up a half-ounce buzzbait with a generic frog on the back, and that just allowed me just to cover water. That's a key deal for me, is having the right bait on the back of your buzzbait, along with the right squeak and the right adjustment. Sometimes your buzzbait will track to the left, sometimes it'll track to the right. And I do like my buzzbait to track just a little bit to one way or another, because that allows me to make a cast and I'm able to bump it off of things, boat docks, poles, lay downs, bushes. That's a big deal, so keep that in mind whenever you're throwing a buzzbait. If it's coming back straight, that's good, that's fine. If it's going left or right, that's probably what you want.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Jeff Sprague will be joined in sudden death by Michael Neal, Brent Ayler, Randall Tharp, Matt Lee, and David Walker. In addition to his first-place victory, Jeff Sprague earned today's Berkeley Big Bass of the Day. Jeff wrestled in a 3-pound, 11-ounce toad, showing that stacking weight on the scales with quality and quantity is a viable option on Bull Shoals Lake.
Yes! Did you see that? Did you? Unbelievable.
Today's Barbasol close shave goes to David Walker, who only had a loose grip on 6th place before weighing in nearly 5 pounds of bass in the final 15 minutes of competition, cementing his path to sudden death.
Look at that right there.
Let's send it over to Marty Stone, who's with today's winner, Jeff Sprague.
Bass Pro Tour, cups. It doesn't make a difference to you. You keep advancing.
So far, so good. I mean, today was a pretty special day. We had fun. We had a lot of fun today, to be honest with you.
It looked like you got dialed in early. Tell me about that.
Well, actually, early, we got a little sideways. You know, the water's super high, super clear, and got on some schooling fish this morning. We drove by, saw a few blowing up, so I started there. I have this mentality that, man, as soon as lines are in, these guys are gonna blast them. So I started fishing real fast and moved around a lot this morning, ran in and out of a creek, and eventually found a home. I sat down, I was like, I'm gonna fish what the condition called for. Picked it up, went to work, and immediately started putting fish in the boat. And then once I started putting fish in the boat, it got pretty fine-tuned.
So we're going to another round. This next one's called sudden death. What does it mean to get to that?
I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm ready to go. I probably got a big squincher mustache from orange and grape squinchers, sucking them down all day. So if I look like a kid, I feel like one right now. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited to experience that.
Jeff Sprague's experiencing a lot of things on the Bass Pro Tour this year, but it's mainly been success. Now he's advancing to sudden death round.
Make sure you tune in next week for elimination round number 2 of the Lucas Oil Challenge Cup, presented by B&W Trailer Hitches from Mountain Home, Arkansas. Until then, thanks for watching General Tire's Major League Fishing.
Yeah!
Some people say ding, we say dong.